Hey friends, today we're diving into one of the most exciting updates in the crypto space, and it's all about Kaspa. If you've been following this project, you already know it's been making waves for its insane transaction speed and proof-of-work innovation. But what just happened takes Kaspa to an entirely different level. This is no longer just a payment-focused blockchain. It's becoming a full-blown programmable ecosystem. So let's get right into it, because Kaspa is stepping up in a way that could completely shift its future. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing in crypto. According to Kaspa Daily, the much-anticipated Casplex Layer 2 has officially gone live on the Kaspa network. And yes, that means exactly what you think. Smart contracts are now active. This is a historic moment because it transforms Kaspa from being primarily a super-fast payments chain into a platform that can support decentralized finance, DeFi, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, gaming, decentralized apps, and much more. In other words, everything people usually associate with Ethereum, Solana, and Polygon is now possible within Kaspa's own ecosystem, only this time on top of the fastest proof-of-work blockchain out there. Now, why is this such a big deal? Whenever a blockchain makes the leap from simple transfers to programmability, we typically see two things: a surge in developer activity and a ripple effect in price action. History already proved this with Ethereum back in 2015 and Solana in 2021. My big question to you is, do you think Kaspa will attract developers at the same pace Ethereum and Solana did, or will it take longer for momentum to build? Here's an important technical detail that really sets this apart. As pointed out by Kaspa KFF, Casplex is actually the first zkEVM Layer 2 built on Kaspa. To break that down, Ethereum-compatible smart contracts can now run on Kaspa's proof-of-work block DAG. Just imagine Ethereum's massive developer ecosystem, but operating on Kaspa's lightning-fast infrastructure. That's like taking the Ferrari engine of Ethereum and bolting it onto a blockchain that already had turbo speed. This major step was made possible by Kaspa's Crescendo upgrade, which opened the doors for scalability at an insane level. Casplex itself brings more than just contracts. It comes with bridged Kaspa tokens for gas fees, a two-way bridge system, open nodes, RPC support, and even its own explorer. This isn't some tiny experiment. This is a fully built infrastructure layer dropped all at once. Let's take a look at the testnet results, because they're jaw-dropping. Before the mainnet launch, Casplex already processed over 6.5 million blocks, handled more than 24 million transactions, supported 300,000 plus wallets, and was hitting over 1,000 transactions per second. For context, Ethereum struggles at around 15 TPS without extra scaling solutions like rollups. If Kaspa can maintain these numbers on its L2 apps, then developers might start migrating for one reason alone: cost savings combined with unmatched speed. But here's the tricky part. Ethereum still has the largest and most loyal developer community. Will these devs really abandon ship, or will Kaspa have to slowly carve out its own identity? That's where the game theory comes into play. On the trading side, technical analysts are already buzzing. At KAS Luciano pointed out that Kaspa is close to breaking its trend line on lower time frames. Combine that with this ecosystem upgrade, and you've got the classic recipe for fireworks. And here's a fascinating angle. If Casplex sparks a whole wave of new L2 ecosystems on Kaspa, it could mirror what happened on Ethereum with the rise of Optimism, Arbitrum, and Base. In that scenario, early adopters might be sitting on massive rewards. But of course, if the hype fades too fast, you could also end up holding bags. That's why timing is everything. Now, let's talk about network activity, because hype is one thing, but actual usage is what really matters. Kaspa Daily reported that transaction counts are going absolutely parabolic, hitting 2.3 million transactions in just 24 hours. To make things crazier, another report highlighted 100,000 transactions in only 5 minutes. That's not speculation. That's hard data showing that people are actually using this network. This brings me to a point I've been making for a while. Kaspa is redefining how people view proof of work. Many critics dismiss POW as outdated compared to proof-of-stake systems, but Kaspa is proving that POW can still scale if done correctly. With security, speed, and now programmability, Kaspa might represent the next evolution of POW blockchains. Bitcoin maximalists may not like hearing this, but innovation doesn't stop just because one model dominated for a decade. And the ecosystem is quickly catching up with tools as well. According to @KaspaSilver, Caspalytics.com has already added Casplex transaction tracking on the mainnet. That's huge for transparency because investors want measurable data before putting in serious capital. With proper analytics in place, confidence in the ecosystem grows. Even traders are paying close attention. @RealHost2, also known as CryptoG, is watching the 13 cents resistance level like a hawk. He believes breaking past that barrier could signal a move toward a new all-time high. And honestly, 13 cents isn't just a price, it's a psychological wall. Holding above it would show the market that Kaspa's shift isn't just hype, but a fundamental transformation. Infrastructure is also expanding rapidly. @Casware Wallet already shared a guide teaching users how to add Casplex zkEVM mainnet in just 4 steps. When wallets integrate this fast, it's a bullish signal. It means the ecosystem is growing in sync with development instead of lagging behind. And here's some real talk from the Kaspa community. @Kaspa Builders recently said, "Everyone wants to enter at $5, but the real opportunity is at 7 cents. That one hits hard because it's the truth. Retail investors often wait until prices pump before buying in, but the real visionaries accumulate when no one's paying attention. If Kaspa is sitting around 7 cents right now, that could very well be the avocado before it turns into an overpriced Whole Foods luxury." So, let's shift to what everyone's curious about: price impact. History gives us a strong clue. When Ethereum launched smart contracts, it fueled the ICO boom and created billions in new value. When Solana unlocked its ecosystem in 2021, it sparked new hype cycles and dApp development. If Kaspa follows a similar trajectory with DeFi, NFTs, and gaming now becoming possible, it could see a comparable expansion. Developers seeking faster, cheaper, and MEV-resistant environments could easily find Kaspa more attractive than Ethereum. That doesn't just mean new apps being built. It means more users, more liquidity, and stronger demand for the KAS token. If Kaspa even captures a small fraction of Ethereum's developer base, the upside potential is enormous. Right now, Kaspa is trading around 7 cents with a market cap above $2 billion, placing it squarely in mid-cap crypto territory with real traction. Just to put things into perspective, back in September 2025, daily transactions surpassed 1.9 million, and that was before smart contracts went live. Add in Kaspa's halving cycle, which reduces token emissions, and you've got a setup where supply shrinks while demand increases. It's the classic bullish formula. That's why some traders are calling Kaspa Bitcoin with turbo. Now here's a fun segment: AI predictions. ChatGPT was asked to forecast Kaspa's price in 2026 and gave 3 scenarios. In the pessimistic view, adoption grows slower than expected, Ethereum and Solana keep the spotlight, and Kaspa revisits its old around 20 cents, still a solid double from current levels. In the neutral scenario, steady growth leads to Kaspa hitting around 50 cents, powered by consistent developer traction and higher transaction activity. The optimistic projection is the most exciting. If Casplex attracts major projects, outperforms Solana in scalability, and maintains Bitcoin-level security, then Kaspa could reach anywhere between $1 and $2, which would elevate it to major cap status. Personally, I lean toward the neutral to optimistic side because Kaspa isn't just another blockchain, it's proof of work reinvented for scalability. But what do you think? Is $2 by 2026 realistic, or is that just wishful thinking? Here's why this all matters. Smart contracts are the dividing line between a blockchain being just a payment network and becoming a full digital ecosystem. Kaspa has officially crossed that threshold. Whether adoption happens quickly or gradually, this launch signals a permanent transformation. We're not just talking about faster payments anymore. We're talking about building entire decentralized worlds on top of Kaspa. And if history is any guide, when ecosystems expand, prices almost always follow. So to wrap it up, Casplex L2 has officially gone live, enabling smart contracts on Kaspa. It's the first zkEVM on a POW block DAG, bringing Ethereum compatibility with Kaspa's insane speed. Testnet already showed millions of transactions in over 1,000 TPS. Network activity is exploding. Wallets are integrating fast, and analytics tools are already live. Traders are eyeing the 13 cents resistance as the next big psychological barrier. Kaspa's halving cycle plus new utility creates a textbook bullish setup. Price predictions for 2026 range from 20 cents bearish to $2 bullish. At the end of the day, Kaspa is no longer just a payments chain. It's evolving into a fully programmable, scalable, proof-of-work powered ecosystem. The only question now is, will developers embrace it as quickly as Ethereum and Solana, or will Kaspa carve out its own lane slowly but steadily? Thanks for watching. Like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit subscribe if you want more real-time updates, moves, market trends, and hidden gems.